I'm your next door neighbor, and you can hear me arguing at all hours of the day.
Lately, I've been consuming a lot of red meat and inner turmoil. So today, I'd like to take a deep breath and think of all the good in the world.
Next door neighbors are fighting again.
Sometimes the universe gives you gifts in ugly wrapping paper. For me, I was couch surfing for 6 months, aka homeless. And while I was absolutely stressed finding a home, I got to travel around California and see its hidden gems. Did you know there's a gem room in the Natural History Museum? With gems, colors not even a poet could describe. Now, would I have gone there if I needed to get off the couch so I wasn't suffocating the person I'm staying with? Or would I have just laid around and scrolled through social media like a zombie? Likes. More likes. I eat likes. When I first moved to LA, I got this weird job off of Craigslist where I had to take pictures of people in museums. It was a desperate job, but it's how I got good at editing and photography. Over there. The whole reason I started this series was out of loneliness and desperation. I'm going to be working a lot, but the gift of that is I get to meal prep all of these healthy items.
So we're going to start with a gazpacho. Now, I wanted to do a tomato gazpacho, but the tomatoes did not look good in the grocery store, and I already had a lot of ingredients for a white gazpacho. I have never made a white gazpacho. It honestly sounds kind of weird, but this is the recipe from Chef John on the internet, who's very good. And honestly, this came out way better than you'd think. There's a lot of weird ingredients in it. Grapes, I don't know, man. Bread, pretty traditional. Yogurt? Man, this is getting weird. Some lemon, okay. We need an acid. Maybe a little salt, a little pepper, some ice cubes, a match. Haha, just kidding. Some water. Listen to that sound. And then we're going to blend all this up. There we go. Now we're going to sift it so you don't get chunky pieces, and it's a nice, smooth soup that actually turned out pretty good. I'll probably eat this later when it's so hot I have to peel my body off the bed. Next, we're making a frittata, and this will keep about 4 days in your fridge. And I know this is the second thing I'm making with bacon, but I had 2 more pieces of bacon I had to use up, or else it would have gone bad, and throwing away animal fat is a sin because that animal died for you. This is a very, very easy recipe, and yeah, I'm going to cook it in bacon fat. And that's the Louisiana motto, cook it in bacon fat. Lots of cheese, lots of bacon, some zucchini so I don't feel so disgusting. And then it's going to take about 20 minutes for it to set. Just enough time to do a dumb little dance around my kitchen by myself. And when you pull it out of the oven, make sure you put a rag on the handle so people know it's hot. Got some food in the fridge, so I'm a little more at peace with myself. Maybe take your negatives and flip them into a positive. I wouldn't have meal prepped if I had stupid work to do. Maybe try being positive so you don't sound like my neighbors who are always screaming at each other.